Good morning, good afternoon if you're joining us from the East Coast. We'll be getting underway here in just a minute. We'll allow a couple more moments here for our attendees to join us, and we'll be right back with you. Thank you once again for taking the time out of your day to join us. My name is Eduardo Silva. We'll be getting underway here in just a moment. Today's webinar, we will be covering how to get seen. So 10 different ways to advertise your dispensary on Google. Really exciting content. We'll wait for just a couple more moments here. We'll be getting started in no time. All right. Thank you once again for taking the time to join us. So for today's webinar, we're going to be covering 10 different ways to advertise your dispensary on Google. Really exciting content curated just for our audience. So we're going to be getting underway. So on our agenda today, we're going to be covering 10 ways to advertise on Google. We just mentioned that. And then finally, how to make your ads effective. Now that's the exciting part. So I'm really, really pumped about the content today. Once again, Google is one of those powerhouses, as we all know, for digital marketing and advertising. However, a lot of misinformation out there surrounding the cannabis industry. So we're going to break that down for you today here. Really, really exciting stuff. As I mentioned before, my name is Eduardo Silva. I'm going to be your host for today's webinar. A little background on myself. I have around 18 to 20 years of digital marketing, and communications experience, along with a lot of sales. Last 10 years has been very deep into sales, crafting all of those marketing skills and communication skills into really actionable results. So I'm really excited to be joining you today and bestowing some of this knowledge over the years with you. A little bit about Foot Traffic. We are a dispensary digital advertising firm located here out of California. However, we have a presence across all of North America. We have team members located in SoCal, Northern California, Michigan, Pennsylvania, you name it. We got our start down in Southern California 5 years ago and started as a digital advertising agency back then, helping dispensaries with reaching out to new customers and increase their overall foot traffic to their physical locations. Since then, we've grown quite a bit. As I mentioned, we do have a coverage across all of North America, including Canada. So we're really, really happy to be part of this industry, solely focused in helping the industry advance forward. So thank you so much for your trust in us. Couple housekeeping items before we get underway. A lot of awesome content for you today. We're going to be sharing all of those momentarily here, but before doing so, we love cell phones, right? This is how we make all of our money, after all, in the end of the day, as marketers and advertisers. But for the sake of absorbing all of this content, we ask that you put that cell phone face down on your desk, just to limit the amount of distractions. Another great way to engage with us, we do have team members here live that are going to be answering any questions you have as we flow through all of this content. So do navigate through the Zoom interface. If you're joining us on this platform, there is a Q&A button there where you can ask any questions live to our team members, okay? And finally, be sure to stick around. We do have a special offer for the attendees of this webinar today, and we'll be sharing that at the end of the webinar. So let's get underway. If you have run a search today, you probably did it on Google. Every second, the tech giant processes over 40,000 searches on average. That's 3.5 billion searches every single day. Statista estimated that 90% of desktop searches are done on Google. If you're in front of your computer and have a question, you're probably going to turn to Google. Most of us have our phones on us at all times, and it does show. More than half of searches now actually do take place on mobile devices. And guess what? 95% of those searches on Google. If you want to show up when people are trying to find a dispensary, then you need to rank well on Google, either SEO or what we're going to be talking about today, Google Ads. And if you search stats, right, weren't enough, then how about this? There is a link between searchers and store visits. 34% of people who actually search for something near them on a desktop or tablet, like dispensary near me, will visit that store. And this percentage goes up when that same search is run on a mobile. Half of all of the searches will visit a store that comes up when they do a search near them on their phones. Now, if you want to harness the power of the world's most sophisticated and constantly used search engine, you need to take advantage of the different types of ads that you can run on Google. First off, yes, dispensaries can use Google Ads to reach customers. Not only can you, but you should. If the stats I covered are any indication, the dispensaries who rank well on search results or who have Google Ads running are the ones that are going to score the sales. If you want to be one of them, you need to start advertising on this platform. And right now, there's a lot of confusion regarding the ability to use Google Ads, so plenty of dispensaries have abstained from the most powerful advertising tool that you have access to. That's their loss, but it can be your gain. So let's jump right into it. So how can you get started with advertising on Google? We've all heard that Google Ads, but when you start to dive into the tool, you will realize that it's not just the text ads you see on the top of the search results page. There are a variety of Google ad types that you can use to maximize your reach and get your dispensary messaging in front of potential customers. When you work with a team of dispensary advertising experts, you can start taking advantage of the different ad types to create the most effective ads for your campaign goals. Some of the types may be more relevant for building brand awareness, whereas others are more conversion and sales focused. Our Google Ad experts will develop a strategy that extracts as much value as possible from your ad spend to help you reach your revenue targets. So let's count down 10 different ways that you can use Google Ads to get and grow your revenue. First, let's jump into the search campaigns. Search campaigns are the prototypical Google Ad campaigns. They're the ones that appear when someone runs a search on Google. These are great for matching search intent. Basically, when someone is looking for a dispensary, you will show up as long as your campaign is set up right for the specific keywords. Within this category, there are a variety of ad types. The first ad type we're going to cover is expanded text ads. These are the most commonly run ads and the ones that you probably see most often when running a search. With expanded text ads, you get 3 headlines, 2 descriptions, and 1 URL. It's a lot of real estate on a search page, and we take full advantage of this by focusing on compelling copy and offers that make searchers want to click on those ads. This type of ad is great for creating large footprint on a results page and offering potential customers more information in the additional headlines and descriptions. With expanded text ads, you can test multiple copy variations to find a combination of headlines and descriptions that get you the most sales. To improve their effectiveness, we recommend working with a copywriter to nail down your text and creating an offer that searchers just can't pass up. Imagine your ads learning and improving over time. Now, this sounds a bit crazy, right? But of course, Google has already thought of this. They're called responsive ads. Just like with expanded text ads, you can brainstorm multiple headlines and descriptions, and then Google does the testing for you to determine which combinations work best for your goals. You can provide Google with up to 15 headlines and 4 descriptions per ad, and they will test them in varying configurations. It may be that certain combinations work well with certain queries, while other combinations work well for another set of searches. You won't know, though, unless you are actively testing or allowing Google to test it for you. And this is crucial for getting the most from your ad spend and creating the best ads possible. Another benefit of these type of ads is that they look good on all of the devices. They will be tailored for the specific width of the device on which they are being displayed. With dynamic search ads, you can use what Google knows about your website to help you show up in relevant search results. We will tell Google which pages to focus on, like your location landing pages. From there, Google will look at the contents on your page and use the titles and phrases that appear most frequently to generate a headline for your ads. These type of ads are good for matching search intent. That's why I mentioned the location landing pages before. These type of pages help tie your dispensary to a certain place and are great landing pages to link to. If you don't have a location page for each of your stores, you should get them created as soon as possible, because you can focus on local SEO ranking factors and schema to help your location pages show up in relevant searches. They are perfect for dynamic ads as well. Plus, they will help you rank organically in the long run. So how can you take your dynamic ads up a notch? With dynamic keyword insertion ads, your ad will be further customized to each searcher's query. By taking the keywords they use and insert them into your ad, a dynamic keyword insertion ad helps build trust and showcases relevance. So if someone is searching for a LA dispensary, the keyword LA dispensary will show up in the ad that they see. If they search for a Los Angeles dispensary, that keyword will show up in the ad as well. If they search for LA dispensaries, plural, that will show up. Your ad will already be relevant for the searchers, but with dynamic keyword insertion, it helps make this more obvious for a searcher and increases their level of trust. To really supercharge this ad type, you will need to engage in keyword search to look into how people are currently finding your website. And with this data, you can create campaigns to help drive more traffic to your site. Here at Foot Traffic, we use several tools to identify what are the keywords most commonly used in a specific geographical region per month. And we use them as targets as well. Want to talk about the benefits of your business? That's what smart campaigns are for. Special offers for first-time buyers, convenient curbside pickup, deals for veterans or Medicare recipients. Whatever selling point you use to attract potential customers can be used to create these ads. We'll find the right keywords to target and landing pages to point to so that your ads can show up on the right searches. With years of experience running Google Ads for our clients, we have insider knowledge regarding which types of offers and benefits score more clicks and leads to actual converted sales. That's the last of the search ads. So now let's move on to the display ad category. Display ads are non-search related ads. They're the ads that you see on websites and during YouTube videos. These type of ads don't match search intent. So to make them as effective as possible, you want to make sure that your ads are only showing up on pages and videos that are relevant to your target audience. According to Google, their display ads reach 90% of internet users across the globe. While that far exceeds the geographic area around your dispensary, you can be sure that potential customers in your neighborhood will also see your ads. With targeting, you can narrow your scope so that you get as much bang for your buck as possible. A regular display ad, number 6, if you're keeping track of all of the countdown here, is great for building brand awareness for your dispensary. This is a visual ad that will appear on in-network sites, on mobile apps, during YouTube videos, or even on Gmail, and many, many more. You and your advertising team will need to create appropriately sized images with text. So be sure to use as refined of marketing strategies here as possible for these display ads. Remember, they need to grab the attention and pull the viewers out of what they're doing so they can click on your ad. Similar to responsive text ads, responsive display ads can shift their size so that they always look good regardless of which device they're viewed on. And just like responsive search ads, you can upload various components into Google Ads, and they will test which ones work best together. You can upload your logo, up to 15 images, 5 headlines, and 5 descriptions, and also 1 long headline. We try to input as many different headlines, descriptions, and images so that we can create the most effective campaigns that will get our clients noticed and boost their sales. We also brainstorm different phrases using our client's brand voice and exciting images that get noticed in order to generate more clicks and ultimately converted sales. Moving on to number 8 on our list is discovery ads. Discovery ads are a great way to introduce new people to your brand. These ads show up whenever your target audience is actually located. You can limit reach by focusing on a particular geographic area and create an engaging ad that captures potential customers' attention with relevant graphics that make them take a look. Again, this is about brand awareness. This will help keep you top of mind so that when people are ready to make that purchase, they think of you first. Number 9, retargeting. With retargeting, you can re-engage with individuals who have already completed certain actions, like visiting your website. Maybe they found your Google My Business profile by clicking on your ad. They looked around your website and then they left without a purchase. When you use retargeting, you can remind them that they are already interested in your dispensary. Retargeted ads are extremely effective for this particular reason. You are working with a pool of individuals who have already engaged with your website or profile in the same way. They've shown interest but need help getting over the hurdle to place this first order. To make sure that you can retarget individuals, you first need to collect the right information. We always recommend that our clients have Google Analytics installed and that they enable e-commerce tracking. Not only is this necessary for determining revenue attribution, but it's also helpful for making and running the best possible ads. Retargeting ads are 10 times as effective as regular ads. So these type of ads should definitely be part of your robust search engine marketing strategy. Number 10, Google Maps. If you are in different neighborhoods and are wondering where to grab a slice of pizza, where do you go? If you're like most people, you pick up your phone and you start searching for something like pizza near me. On mobile, what shows up is the local pack, which is the top 3 businesses within the Google Maps. Now imagine a potential customer running this search, but for a dispensary near them. We already know that people who run searches like this on mobile are likely to visit your store if you show up in the results. By running an ad, you can create and make it more likely that your store will show up so that you can actually get that foot traffic to your location. If you have multiple locations, this is specifically invaluable to you. You can target specific zip codes so that your ads are extremely relevant for searchers, increasing the likelihood that they will find your store and shop with you. We'll help you find the right keywords to target and recommend how to create appropriate geo-targeting campaigns for each of your locations. That is our specialty here at Foot Traffic. So the lower you are on the search results page, the fewer clicks you will get. If you want to get noticed and have potential customers visit your website, then you need to get started with Google Ads. The top results get the clicks, and we all know this. Most of us rarely scroll down a search results page all the way to the bottom. The same is true for potential customers. If you want them to find you, there are 2 things you can do. You can use paid search advertising like Google Ads to get your dispensary ad on the top of the search results fast. And you can use SEO, search engine optimization, to improve your page ranking over time and score the top organic search results spots. We recommend doing both of these strategies. They're invaluable for getting found and building trust with potential customers in your region. However, if you want fast results, start investing in Google Ads now while giving your SEO strategy time to actually work. Now that you know some of the different ways that Google Ads can be used to reach people interested in buying your products, you're probably wondering about how to get started. Well, here at Foot Traffic, we have years of experience running dispensary Google Ads, but we also have a new addition to the toolbox that has helped us further increase the effectiveness of our clients' sales momentum. If you haven't guessed it by now, I'm talking about Foot Traffic's artificial intelligence service, which combines the power of machine learning with our Google Ads know-how. At Foot Traffic, we pride ourselves on being innovators, and we value our clients and want to do best to support them in reaching on their goals. Our new Foot Traffic AI lets us create super effective ads that take into account data that is gathered from social media, news aggregators, and Google itself, and even weather APIs. All of this data allows us to modify and improve our campaign's bidding strategy, find the best keywords to target, and pinpoint new trends, all so we can actually generate more revenue for our clients. When we combine our machine learning capabilities with our team's Google Ads expertise, we create even more effective ads that help our clients capture more of the market and increase their revenue. Plus, because our machine learning keeps improving over time and getting smarter, our ads also improve over time. If you want to learn more about this, I'd love to take a moment to actually walk you through how the machine learning algorithm actually works and how to improve every campaign we work on. You can schedule a call with us by navigating to foottraffic.me/call, and we'll put this over here in the chat window. So now to the deal that we mentioned. So to sweeten up the pot, I do want to offer today's webinar attendees a special deal, and I appreciate you sticking around with me, and I would love to help your dispensary reap the benefits of a skillfully managed and optimized Google Ads campaign. So let's get you started today. Sign up by the end of the week and get the first month of your Google Ads campaign management fee for free. So we won't charge you anything here at Foot Traffic. All of your funds will be directly to your campaigns. And the sooner you sign up, the faster you can get your ads running. And the holidays are only around the corner, so make sure your potential customers can actually find you and start ordering from you. So let's turn back to any questions from our attendees today. Once again, we do have a Q&A button here on the top of the window. If you are on the webinar, we certainly love to take any questions you may have. Great first question there, Keith. Can you advertise cannabis services on Google Ads? And yes, you can certainly advertise cannabis service on Google Ads. That's precisely one of the items that we covered early on in our presentation today. So we have actually been advertising cannabis for our dispensary customers long before it was even it was not even medical. In other words, it was just medical at that point. So recreational wasn't even a twinkle in the eye of the Californian population at the time. So we've been helping medicinal cannabis and now the recreational cannabis market get in front of customers using Google Ads for 5 years. Any other questions from our team? Great question here. How do you choose which ad types to run? So normally what we do before starting any campaign is, one, a proper client onboarding session where we ask as many questions as possible. And those questions are really pertaining to what your goals are going to be, right? Are you trying to get revenue as fast as possible to prove the concept? Are you running a specific special? Is your goal to build a brand, right? All of these questions are very important from our expert team to really develop the curated strategy that's going to get you to your goal. So in order to look for the right ad type, we first need to understand your strategy. So that's what we seek to do first. And with that, we can define, right, what's going to be of most value to you. Another variable that often is considered when choosing the ad type is budgets, right? If one of our customers, for example, is running just a proof of concept and has a limited budget for their first month, right? We may be limited on the types or the variations thereof of ads that we can run. Great question. Thank you for that. How quickly will you see results? Well, as a matter of fact, it's almost within a few hours of posting it, right? But the longer you wait, the more results you get, the more data you can actually sift through. Within the first week, normally it's still in its immature state, but we can take a look at the campaigns and start to actually pinpoint what the baselines are going to be for your campaign. A couple weeks, we start to see even richer data that we can make really educated decisions on. And then finally, by the third week, we have some really concrete evidence of exactly what your market should be looking at, and or do we need to shift strategies, right? So it's fairly immediate that you see some results coming from Google Ads. But the reality is you get a chance to really feel what your audience in your region is all about. And that's really invaluable information. Great question. And how do we measure results? Final question here for today. Great question once again. Measuring results is beyond important for our team here at Foot Traffic. So we, as of December of last year, we've been going back to the industry, all of the technology providers, and really impressing upon them the importance of revenue attribution for all of the customers in our community of cannabis, right? The business owners that have these e-commerce platforms. And so we've been able to really help our customers through this lobbying to get the technology companies to actually abide by some of the best practices outside of our industry, which is e-commerce tracking. It was something that was actually amiss. So today, what we do is revenue attribution for every single one of our customers. This is free of charge. Before we launch any campaign, we integrate your menu with Google Analytics, the biggest third-party tracking technology in the world of digital marketing, and we show you real results that are coming from every single one of the channels of marketing that's coming into your business. So we track every single thing that we do to ensure that our clients have a really clear picture of their business. I want to thank everybody once again for taking the time out of their day and joining us here. If you would like to learn any more information, we're here to help. We're here to hear questions that are specific to your dispensary, to your business, and help you navigate these waters of digital advertising for you. Thank you once again for your time. Have a wonderful rest of your day.